Good morning. How are you guys? I hope you're having a fantastic day. So on Fridays, I've been starting to put on my Instagram stories, ask me anything about real estate. Ask me anything really at all. I'm kind of an open book, but just ask me anything. And so questions will come through. And there was a question that came through that I actually also get quite frequently. I think a lot of agents get this question, and it is, do you think that it is a good time to buy? Now, I will tell you this, that for me to tell you that it is a good time to buy right now in your situation would be unprofessional for me to say. What I am going to say is, it is not my responsibility to tell you when to buy or what to buy. So what I want to do is to go through kind of a discovery and ask you some questions to solve a problem or to help you meet a goal. So if there's a problem, maybe your lease is running out and the landlord is increasing your rent by X amount of dollars and you just cannot afford it anymore, but you've got some money saved and you want to talk about your options of buying. That's one conversation. That's kind of solving a problem in conjunction with meeting a goal. There could be goals that you have that you want to buy a house in 3 years or what have you. That is all going to be about your situation, about your circumstance. And it's never my responsibility as an agent to tell you right now you have to buy a home. It's going to be determining on your situation. And so that's why I ask questions like, what is your situation now? And if you come to me already wanting to buy a home, then some of those questions are already answered. So one of those questions are, if you're wanting to buy a home, how long do you plan on staying there? Because experts show that when you buy an asset such as a house, at the 3-year mark, you're going to either break even or make money. And so that is one question that I'd like to ask is, how long are you going to actually plan on staying there? If you're only going to stay in there for maybe a year, might not necessarily be the best time to buy a home unless you're going to maybe have the goal of using that as a rental in the future. So there's all kinds of discovery questions that do, but I'll say, if you're going to buy a home, how long you're going to stay in that home, how long, what's your goal? If you are going to rent, if you're wanting to rent for a little while, then another question would be, how much is your rental payment? Like, how much is your monthly payment? And how much are you going to be spending in a 12-year or 12-month period or a 24-month period? And in the grand scheme of things, how long are you going to be saving, or how much will you be saving if you purchase or if you're renting? So those kinds of questions will come out. And if you are not going to buy right now, what exactly is your living situation? And so those are some discovery questions that are really good. And so that is really where I come in as far as helping you determine. So if you're asking me this question, do I think it's a great time to buy? It's going to depend. Of course, if you're ready to buy and you're wanting to stay in it for 3 years and you've got your finances in order and, you're in a situation to where you don't want to rent anymore, then let's talk about those options. Let's see what kind of financing you can obtain, or if there's any programs out there. But if your situation is different, then it may not necessarily be a good time to buy. Like if you have a parakeet and 3 cats and 2 dogs, it may not necessarily behoove you to rent. You may need to get a property on your own. So when it comes to buying, it is always really good to ask those discovery questions. And so if you're ready to talk about that and just want to talk about some options and see what's out there and, begin or just have a conversation, then please reach out to me. Call me, text me, email me. I'm here for you. We can just discover what would be some good options and goals for you, and then determine when it's a good time to purchase. Okay. Hope that helps that answer your question. It's always a client specific situation that's going to determine your direction, and I'm here to help you. So to buy or sell, call Anita Cordell, #AnitaHome, red carpet experience, because there's no place like home.